up and running. Now, this is a new thing for me. I've never been to a Star Wars celebration, but being that it's in Anaheim this year, decided to try and make a road trip out of it with me, mini-me, and my intermediate me and my slightly older intermediate me. In other words, it's my three sons. And yeah, we are just about ready to go here. Okay, so now I'm on the official page here, the Star Wars Celebration page. You know, a lot of people are going to be grabbing their credit cards and things like that. I've elected to use PayPal, link my account to PayPal, see how that goes. You know, I don't like giving out my insurance, I mean not my insurance, but I don't like giving out my my bank card, and it's hard to get a lot of money piled up on you know, those little temporary cards, and a lot of times those don't work. So, you know, I was fortunate. Mrs. Q and I went to the bank. We were able to work something out. So, yeah, I'm excited. You might have noticed I've changed the set a little bit. I've got my Imperial officer's helmet, my E11 blaster. There's some stuff I got at SAC Anime. I got two Black Series. Actually, I got 4 Black Series Princess Leia's. 2 of them are the General Organa from The Force Awakens, and 2 of them are from the original trilogy. I also scored a bunch of pins that I'm going to be sporting. And yeah, a buddy of mine, Daniel in Japan, sent me this around Christmas time, and it's a picture with Chewie on it. Thought, you know, since Peter Mayhew has passed recently, I'd go ahead and throw that on there. And still got my BB-8. Got some artwork. Mrs. Q did that for me, using the plastic from my birthday banner thing that I had. So, alright, well, it's 8:58. Everything that I've heard about this is it's going to get crazy, and the tickets are going to go fast. So I want to jump on this as fast as I can. This might be anticlimactic. It might be completely easy. You know, to quote one of my new favorite shows on Screen Rant on YouTube, you know, no, it's actually it's quite simple, barely an inconvenience. We'll see. If not, whoopsie. Okay, we're at 59. Alright, I'm starting to hit refresh. Where's the refresh button? This thing is probably going to crash at some point. Alright, let's see here. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Come on. Tickets, tickets, tickets. Add tickets, add tickets. What the frick? Come on, get that. What? Why won't you let me go down? Waiting for celebration. What are you doing? Okay, well, let me do this. Bye. Come on. Close out this other crap. Get it off there. Yeah. And there's my thumbnail for the video I'm shooting right now. Come on, let's go. Where does it say get tickets? Because it's time. Add tickets by clicking get tickets. Where does it say get tickets? I'm looking. Where's the tickets? Get tickets. Alright, go to buy. What the heck is that? And it looks like it's already crashed. Well, that's going to be fun. Ticket details, ticket details. Buy. I don't want ticket details, I want to buy the dang tickets. This is what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Buy tickets. Boom. There it is. There's the button. Okay. Welcome to virtual queue. What the frick is virtual queue? I don't understand a virtual queue. Look at an error page. What? Get ready. This page will automatically take you to the ticket system when it's your turn to purchase tickets. How does the queue work? Use the queue to make sure that the tickets are sold in an orderly and fair way. Who cares about that? I was here. Customers enter the queue in the order once they arrive and the sale begins. When you're placed in the queue, a unique cookie identifies you and allows us to hold your place in line. I hope it's one of the dark side cookies. As soon as your browser is open, you will not lose your place and you will be automatically taken to the checkout process when it's your turn without needing to refresh. What if I get an error page? Getting an error page will not result in you losing your place in the queue or tickets in your cart. The queue is made of many, many servers. In an unlikely event you get an error page, it is possible that you landed in a misbehaving server or a group of servers which will be flogged. No, it doesn't say that. That's why we're painstakingly monitor for misbehaving servers and take them out on the fly. And they'll take them to Jabba's palace, and the one droid will sit there and put their feet to the fire, like that. What happens if I refresh? The queue page will automatically take you into the checkout. When is your turn, so you should not need to refresh. Refreshing does not improve your odds of getting to the queue. If you do refresh, you will keep your place in line. That said, our load balancers will automatically throttle and even block users it deems malicious. So don't go overboard spamming the refresh button. Yeah, I'm not likely to do that because I don't want to screw this up. All current browsers support these features by default, so unless you explicitly turn the features off, you will be fine. I didn't explicitly turn anything off as far as I know. As far as I know. Please note, you do not need to refresh this page. It will update automatically. Well, let's get on with it then. Alright, well. Now you get to kind of understand what this process is like a little bit. For those of you that aren't actually doing it. And it's kind of a bummer because I know there's some people that I've been talking to that I have friends from the Imperial Outlanders. Shout out to the Imperial Outlanders that are all over the world. I've got friends, some of them are coming from New York, supposedly. Shout out to Cheeseman and the New York Emerald Empire Detachment. There, I got it right. I should know it. It's one of the first ones that joined. Also, the Southern California squad of the Imperial Outlanders. I'm sure there's going to be some of them there. I don't know about who's coming from NorCal yet, other than myself. Okay, you guys help keep an eye on this for me because when it changes, I don't want to miss it. So let's talk a little bit about the plans for the coming year. Now I know I haven't been as prolific in posting lately. I've had some health issues, and I haven't had a chance to do a whole lot. There was some video that I took from when I made this helmet that I plan on uploading. I always plan on uploading. Here's the bottom line. I work full time. I get maybe 2 nights a week off, and it's sometimes it's difficult for me to, after a long week I'll be tired and I'll want to go ahead and just relax and watch some TV or something like that. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, one of the things that's going to come up sooner rather than later, I've been dreading it. The Rebel Special Forces helmet that I was working on, yeah, that's that's dead in the water at this point. Let me show you. I'll be right back. This is what's left of that right here. Closer look. Now, I mean, I still have the templates that helped me make the original helmet, which look pretty cool. But what I've decided to do is I'm just going to take it back to scratch. I do have the template that I made for the skirt that goes around, but I just, you know, I think working in EVA foam with this thing is not probably going to work. What I'm thinking about doing is using a bicycle helmet, similar to how some people do for the Boba Fett, you know, bucket helmets that they make, and I'm gonna start from there, and I might even do get some molding clear. The project itself is not dead, but Mark 1 is, it's not gonna be done. Also, as you can see, I've got my E11 blaster here. I still have my Han Solo blaster that I need to get done. I've got several blasters actually. This is a Ruby's. It's not the best conversion. As a matter of fact, I'm going to need to repaint it. This helmet here is part of another thing that I'm working on. You know, I did do the up armor stormtrooper officer, but what happened was the armor didn't turn out too good. I ordered some from R2D2 Builders, I believe is his name, in Russia. And I said, hey, you know, I'd like to do, you know, if you'll send me your armor, I'll do a review for it. I'll do an unboxing. Well, that's kind of give you a spoiler alert. The box was in bad shape when it got here, and the chest armor was cracked, and now it's completely gone in half. I think I can fix it, so I will be proceeding forward. I'll give an honest review. If it wasn't cracked, I mean, it would be fine, I think. There's a lot of support material that I have to take off, and so when that happens, you know, I'm trying to decide when I should do that. If I should do that before or after I strengthen it, because I'm afraid of cracking it more. So, you know, do I use a Dremel? Do I use a pair of snips? I don't know yet. But all of this is going to be part of what I call Countdown to Celebration. Assuming I can get the tickets. If I don't get the tickets, I'm dead in the water. But the Countdown to Celebration is going to be everything that I do costume-wise and project-wise. And of course, I'm going to document, or you know, as different things come up. I really would like to finish the Special Forces helmet, because still nobody else has done it that I've seen anywhere. And I know that Phil So, who does a lot of judging of things at Comic-Cons, and he reports from Celebration pretty regularly. He's also a member of the Mud Trooper Builders page on, no, not Mud Trooper Builders. He might be Mud Trooper Builders. Hold that thought. Phil So is also a member of the Rebel Special Forces page on YouTube, and a long time ago he had posted a picture from the art of Rogue One, in the picture, it showed a picture of one of the rebel soldiers wearing that particular helmet, and he says, "Hey, this would be really cool. Is anybody doing this?" Basically, and I said, "Hey, I am." So, I'd like to get it done in time to take at least, if I can get it done right, I might try and do a casting of it. I don't know, but if I could do it, I'd love to be able to show one to him at Celebration, maybe even present one to him, and but we'll just have to see how it goes. This machine back here, as some of you know, was a gift from the Imperial Outlanders to me to be used to make patches, and I still haven't learned quite how to use it yet. I've got a brother from the club, Patrick, who actually sold it to me. He's going to come over at some point this summer, and he's going to help me. We're going to do a run through, make sure everything works, and probably do a sample patch run. And once I get the thing up and running, I've got the supplies up here behind me, and they're raring to go. It's just a matter of getting it done. Good God, how long is this going to take? The other thing that's I'm kind of concerned about is I'd like to get these tickets purchased before 10 o'clock, because at 10 o'clock apparently every hotel that Disney is working with and the convention center is working with will be blocked. In other words, you won't be able to reserve a room at the best hotels unless you go through the Celebrations gateway. So what that means is, I'm imagining that the number one Hilton Anaheim, which is like a 1 minute walk from the Hilton Anaheim to the convention center, that one's going to be probably only available if you go through Celebrations. And I thought that I would have to wait until August to get my reservations done, secured. But the thing about it is now, the whole thing could be booked up by the end of today. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be other places where you can get hotels, but I'd like to be right there. One of the things I'd like to do is the idea that I had was, we were looking at air travel, and I feel for those of you who live outside of California. Air travel is going to be expensive if you have a family. If you're traveling as an individual, it's maybe not so bad. You go Southwest, but we were looking at, basically paying for 4 adult tickets on Southwest just from Sacramento to LA is, imagine if it's $200 per person. Then that's an additional $800. So what I figured was, I live in California. I can easily rent a vehicle here for probably about $250, maybe $300 tops with insurance, and we can drive down there with unlimited miles. Yeah, it's a long drive, about 7.5 hours, but think of all the money that I save on airfare, plus having to go to the airport and all of that. So open. It doesn't Oh, so while we're on the topic, because I can barely see, I accidentally left my glasses in the sunglasses compartment of my family vehicle. So I have these ugly as sin birth control glasses. These are not a sponsor of the show. Maybe they should be. These are your basic adjustable vision glasses. They have little knobs on the side of them. They're really cool, and I'm way overdue for getting new glasses, and that's my fault. I could have had them like before December, but what happened? What was that? What was that notice? Something popped up, but then it went away. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, but the nice thing about these is I can dial them in for distance vision, or I can dial them in for using using my computer. Oh my gosh, that makes such a big difference. Such a difference. Now, while we're on that topic, I guess from a distance they don't look too bad. But when you see them up close, they're kind of funky looking. And what I was thinking though is, I've always had kind of a problem with the question of, if I'm going to wear an open face or no helmet costume, and I wear glasses, what is the appropriate Star Wars equivalent of glasses? Because up until just recently, you know, I finally saw on the Rebels show one of the Imperial Intelligence Bureau guys actually wore glasses, which was okay. Now I know that I'm pretty sure the 501st is like, well, if you have to see, wear your glasses. My point is this, is that, you know, one of the things about Star Wars is that the universe feels familiar, but still a little different. It's like Bodhi Rook, those goggle things he had, I'm pretty sure were corrective lenses, because they had the big, you know, magnifiers on them. Well, what I thought was, if I'm going to do an Imperial officer uniform who wears glasses, I thought that I would use these instead of my normal glasses. Because if you look real closely, you can see they've got an inset set of lenses and the outset set of lenses. Basically, they've got kind of a waffly pattern. It goes like this, and as you dial it this way, it makes the lens thicker or thinner. It's pretty ingenious. But, you know, these clearly are glasses, but they do have kind of a spacey look to them. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Wow. I mean, it's not like there's, you know, several 100,000 people that probably want to get in there. I can't make it go any faster. Fortunately for you, through the magic of editing, I'm sure I will make it go faster eventually. But yeah, so oh, another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. As you know, I am the California leader overall, more of an advisory capacity. We do have a main NorCal leader that I'm a co-leader with, and I act mainly in an advisory capacity or support capacity for the Southern California group. But, you know, with the Imperial Outlanders. Now, the thing is that we're, as Imperial Quartermaster, I interface with people from a lot of different clubs. And when people see my patches and my jacket, and, you know, it gets their attention, they want to know, hey, what's this? Who are you with? And things like that. Because I wear patches that are from 501st members. I've got patches from all over. Couple things. If any of you want to send me patches, hit me up, message me, and if you send me, you know, a patch, I'll be happy to show it on at the end of the next episode after I get it. Also, I've got several of you have sent me their trading cards. Let me see here. What did I do with them? I can't find them just... Oh, here they are. I'm stupid. They're right here in front of my face. So people send me... when I trade patches with them, a lot of times they'll send me their cards. You know, they'll send me, you know, depending on which unit they're in with the 501st or whatever club they're with. Some will send me their business cards. This one's an Admiral Akbar guy from Japan. He sent me a pretty cool little patch. This is Zen Ong. He's actually he's a member of the 501st Mos Eisley Police Department Sand Trooper Division, but he's also a member of the Imperial Outlanders, and he serves as in an advisory capacity over in the UK. And I'm wearing several patches in honor of his daughter, who had a valiant fight against cancer. Unfortunately, you know, she didn't make it, but her spirit lives on and inspired. He was inspired by what he saw of people who were coming and visiting the children and things, and so it's kind of inspired our club to do more stuff with the hospital where she was treated, which is the London Children's Hospital, the London University, or the University of London Children's Hospital. A lot of things with the Imperial Outlanders they're very prolific over in England. The Emerald Empire guys in New York are very prolific. SoCal was cracking along pretty good for a while. But a lot of, you know, we're still in our growing phase here in the U.S. But if you, you know, I don't care which club you're with. If you send me a card, I'll go ahead and put it up on the screen. You know, Dave Kraling, he was a member of the Keystone Squad. Used to be part of the Imperial Outlanders for absolutely amicable reasons, and there was no drama. But you know, they wanted to do things a particular way, and so they kind of went their own way. But we still keep in contact with them constantly. I'm always talking to him, and consider him a brother, and would troop with him any day. But yeah, he sent me that one, and this one is a Darth Vader. Let's see here, and the member is this is Matthew Cohen from Carolina Garrison. He's also a member of the Outlanders as well, I believe. And yeah, that's a nice Vader. And then of course he's also got he does a Darth Nihilus. Not bad. Okay, well, this is fun. This is exciting. It's kind of like watching paint dry. At this point, I really wish I could talk to you guys back and forth, but I hope it's been entertaining so far. What was that? What else was I going to mention? Oh yeah, if you look over here behind me, you can see that I have stickers. I got a little Kylo at the sack enemy. But if you have stickers you want to send me, they'll go on my little file cabinet wall over here, and we'll go ahead and you send me a sticker, I'll put it up there for you. Hurry up! Hurry up! I could be playing, GTA. Oh, another thing. If you like the videos and let's say you like my Facebook page. I know a lot of people have been liking my Facebook page lately. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I know, I'm sorry, I haven't been putting out a lot of content lately. I will be picking it up, I promise. I'm getting some training on how to make better videos, how to make them more interesting. Let's see here. That's a little too close. But the beauty is, I'll fix that in post. Anyway. Let's see. What else do we talk about? Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is open. I've got a friend of mine who happens to work for Disney. I'm not going to out him because I don't want him to get in trouble for telling us stuff, but he actually well, he didn't really tell us anything ahead of time. He wasn't allowed to, but he did give us a personal report about after they did the big media opening about what it was like to fly the Millennium Falcon. He says it's totally cool. It's totally cool. And by the time that we get there for celebration, what I'm hoping is that the Rise of the Resistance ride will be there, even though I am an Imperial. I think it's interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do because they won't let you wear a costume there. So obviously I won't be wearing this in the middle of the summer there. But I will be probably wearing my trooping shirt that has all my patches on it. And if one of those stormtroopers comes up to me and starts talking smack, I'm gonna look, dude, I'm an Imperial. Okay? Before your time, shut up, leave me alone. At least our helmets filtered out toxins and not just smoke. That's a reference. My glasses are all crooked. Oh! It's not just my glasses that are crooked, it's my nose that's crooked. Well, that's going to be getting fixed soon. And it's going to probably afford me some time off. I'm not sure if I'm going to feel up to making videos or editing videos at the time, but we'll see. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and pause this to save on battery, and then when it does finally go, I'll turn it back on. And we're back. Yes, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, we've got on Saturday, Saturday adult for Sunday adult for get tickets. Here we go. Do I want any of this stuff? Logo pin, Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary shirt, official lanyard. Do I want an official lanyard? Don't I get one anyway? No, I don't care about all this stuff. No, no thanks. Alright. That's US priority mail. Okay, PayPal. Boom. Don't want any other stuff. You just double check. 4 for Saturday adult, 4 for Sunday adult. Okay. Grand total. You do your own math. Check out. Securely logging me into PayPal. Yes. Continue. Continue. Yes. Customer name. You don't need to see my address. So we'll go this way. This little private side time. I'm almost there. Page. Come on, processing order. Processing order. Continue. What? Visa. Why is it's telling me I'm declined? Why? No. Something else. Oh. Oh. Well, it's not how I wanted to do it, but apparently I have a new line of credit with PayPal. No. It says no interest if paid in full in 6 months. Yeah, it'll be paid in like very, very soon. It says PayPal credit. Continue. I understand all of this stuff. Blah 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 blah. Full name is required. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so nervous with this thing. It's like, all right. Yes, go ahead, son. I agree that terms of service. Reservation was successful. Let me print the receipt. Turn on the printer over here. Ew, that's what I unplugged. Well, let's fix that. All right. Well, I got the tickets. That's the good news. Bad news was the way that I went about to try and get the tickets by linking my bank account to PayPal. I think what I ran into is the same thing I ran into when I was trying to make the arrangements. And that is that for purchase purposes, the card that I was using has a limit on how much per day you can spend. And I was afraid of that. So, PayPal's not a sponsor. Maybe they should be. I'm not a big fan of using the PayPal because it has a high interest rate. Now, the reason why I went ahead and did it is because I know that I have the money to pay it off. And it's if paid off in full within 6 months, then there's no interest. Well, boom, that I can have it paid off next week. That's not a problem. But you may run into this problem if you. My thing is like, if I'd had more time, I would have loaded the money onto my PayPal cash card, which basically it operates like a Visa, but it's with the money that you load into your PayPal account. Now, if I'd had a couple of days ahead of time, I could have loaded all that money on there, and it would have taken it straight from my balance. So it would have been no problem. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, if they're still available, just bear that in mind. All right, let me go ahead and print the receipt here. Print. Now the next thing that I need to do is I need to make reservations for the hotel, and that opens up at 10, which is 3 minutes from now. So let's see how that goes. Come on, hurry up. All right. well, there's that side of it. So, all right, and hopefully I'll see you at Celebration. Now I'm going to try and get some hotel tickets. So you don't need to see all that anyway. But all right, have a good one.